Now, a lot of people don't understand. P. Diddy is not being charged with R-wording her. He's not being charged with assault. He's not being charged with domestic violence. He's not being charged with abuse. He's not being charged with assault on a family member. He's being charged with a RICO. You know what I'm saying? Among other things, sex trafficking, whatever. But part of that is you committing crimes in furtherance of the criminal enterprise, right? So the idea is they're showing this to prove that she was being coerced, she was being beat, she was being forced, and she was being made to do these freak-offs. The problem is that in her testimony, they're gonna have to deal with the fact that she says that she was in love with Diddy. She says that he R-worded her one night, then a couple of weeks later, she was having consensual S with him, while at the same time, she was dating her now husband. So she's dealing with both of them at the same time. They have text messages and now her talking about how much she loved him, how much she wanted to have his babies. Him asking her, do you want to have a freak-off? And her saying, you know, I'm always ready for a freak-off. The male S workers saying that she was the one that paid them. She was the one that caused. She said that he set him up. He told her to do it, but you were the ones. And even when the male S worker who testified was like, well, me and Cassie had a great relationship. We damn near like they were friends. Like they were doing this so frequently, they had kind of built up a little, you know, vibe or whatever. So it wasn't, and how excited he was, how much fun they had, how she was so excited about what happened. She texted him and asked for a picture of his D because it was the biggest one she'd ever seen, according to him. So all of these things shows that at some point she was a willing participant. Again, that doesn't mean she wasn't a victim. It doesn't mean she wasn't abused. But what I'm saying is at what point, because what his team is going to try to pitch is Bobby and Whitney. We both was violent. We both was freaky. She just want to get paid now. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he went too far, but they both was going too far. You know, that's the way they going to try to pitch it. Or maybe he went too far, but also that's not a RICO. And so I think the hard part is usually in a RICO, and we saw this with the Young Thug thing, and this is the reason why the Young Thug trial didn't make no fucking sense, because they tried to nail Young Thug for a RICO because the idea was Thug had a gang that was terrorizing the streets and they was committing crimes in furtherance of the gang, right? Problem is Young Thug had all the money. All the niggas that was committing crimes was broke. So there's no way that they can commit crimes in furtherance of the gang because there's nothing for the gang to gain. They're not selling drugs for money. Like there was never no kingpin organization where they were running the streets and making money from it. None of that happened. These dudes was like the ones that did sell drugs were small level drug dealers, and none of them were selling drugs for Young Thug. And when they shot people because of their beef. That had to do with him. So what this is, you have Cassie saying, hey, I was in a freak off. You want to know that they showed a tape of the freak offs to the judge? You want to know why Cassie's the only one that's there? Because she was the only one that didn't have fun. Everybody else having fun. Everybody else want to be there. It's a Diddy freak off. Ain't nobody there that don't want to be there. Everybody think you want to be there. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing that makes this weird, because at one point is it just Diddy being freaky and abusive. He should be in jail for that.